The question we receive the most is that, Dr. Hani, you are actually throwing our scholars under the bus, or you are ignoring 1400 years of scholarship in our tradition. And that's not true. We're not ignoring them at all, but we're coming up with a methodology based on what the Qur'an taught us. We're using a methodology from the Qur'an, we call it the organic Quranic methodology, to judge what we should accept and what we should not accept from the tradition. And this is very legitimate. As a matter of fact, any book of tafsir, go to the introduction part, you find that the author of that book declares that the most important aspect of understanding the Qur'an is the Qur'an itself. And therefore, since our deen, our established order, the order that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prescribed for us, is based exclusively on the Qur'an and secondarily on some of the opinions of this person or that person, in that order, therefore we need to understand the Qur'an first. And in order to understand the Qur'an first, we don't go to the secondary sources and impose such opinions over what the Qur'an says. Isn't the Qur'an unique as an object? This object, this creation by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is unique among His creation. Therefore, this unique object deserves a unique methodology. You cannot get a methodology applied to poetry and apply it to the Qur'an, because that would say, basically, the Qur'an is just like any other poetry, which would clearly be wrong to any critical thinker. This Qur'an is unique, therefore, by definition, by default, by fairness of Allah, He must have given us in the Qur'an itself a way to use it. This is what we did. We reached into the Qur'an and asked, is there a methodology from within the Qur'an? The answer was yes, alhamdulillah. So this is what we do. We bring this methodology, we apply it to the Qur'an, and as a bonus, as sort of a prize, as an award to us, we get a very good balance and scale to apply to everything else we run across related or, in relation to what people said about this ayah or that ayah or this Quranic verse or that Quranic verse. So alhamdulillah, we make the Qur'an the primary authoritative source for us. Everything else is secondary. Does that mean we should throw away the rest of the tradition? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We should not throw away anything. As a matter of fact, we should preserve as much of it as possible because it has a role. However, the role of all of the traditional books and the traditional knowledge that we have is not to dominate our understanding of the Qur'an from within the Qur'an. I hope it's really clear.